Welcome to Jurassic Room. I gotta do a video about this, if it will stand up straight. Okay, so to follow the domino thing. Okay, so everyone has been going around saying basically the same thing, all these different sites. New take on Domino, so great, you know, see how it goes and all that. I was looking for pictures for the movie chat, and this one blog, I don't know, the Mary Sue puts this as the thing regarding all the skeptics, the problems with Domino, the new Domino, Zazzie Beetz Domino. It says here, I need everybody complaining about how impractical Domino's Hair is to take 10,000 seats. Okay. So for one, I imagine it'd be difficult being an assassin with an afro, considering all they gotta do really is just pull your hair. But anyway, this is what she had to say, or this person had to say. I don't know. Is it she or via Marlene Bonnelly? Yeah, so it is the woman who wrote this. So it says here, we got our first look at Zazzie Beetz as the mutant Domino in Deadpool 2, and she looks incredible, confident, ready to kick, butt. Beautiful and deadly, but of course, this being the internet criticism started to pour in of the well. Actually, she's supposed to look like this. Variety and a majority of them are fixated on Domino's hair. Technically, she's not supposed to look like that. Not race or skin color, but frankly, she's supposed to have white skin, the blue or black eye, it's different interpretations. That's how she's supposed to look, and the sleek hair. Not afro, no color whatsoever, and then no color for the eye, instead of being white. It's an interesting interpretation, but it's technically not it really isn't Domino. I'm just going to say that. Although I do love that picture where she's sitting on Deadpool's carpet body. But as for the criticisms, I have heard a few people being, just jerks, being about race and all that, like on 3 different chat things. And there's probably more. So a lot of people are coming out for this. No. Just being jerks, okay? But a majority of others like me are just complaining that, for one, the afro is kind of a weird thing. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of weird for the character, frankly, unless, depending on Ryan Reynolds' take, he could have a reason for that. And then it's the color. It's not a bad thing to want comic accuracy. Deadpool looks comic accurate. Colossus looks more comic accurate than every previous, all the previous movies of him. Negasonic Teenage Warhead looks accurate. Copycat wasn't so accurate, but maybe that's just a thing with the Deadpool movies now. They're just not going to make the female characters accurate and for sake of PC. Anyway, scrap that though, because I really did not mind her playing as Domino. But yeah, and everyone's just going on about how everyone's complaining about the race and all that. It really isn't. And she says that here. The lovely Marlene Bonnelly is an expert cosplayer, YouTuber, and all-around master-level geek who is the EIC of Comics Tumblr and tweets at Like Comics 2. We used to work together, and I often view Marlene's posts as a bellwether of what's abuzz in comics fandom. Marlene's sarcastic and rightfully angry recent post about Domino caught my eye. Marlene said, basically, men, I really don't know. And then she added this, but honestly, Domino's afro is so distracting, how could anyone fight with that hair, right? And it goes to show, I think, who is that? I can't tell. That is Agent 13 fighting Winter Soldier, Sif, Jean Grey, and of course, Copycat, I forgot her name, but in Deadpool 2, basically that. Basically. Then he goes on to say, to drive the point home about the hypocrisy of people's bleeding that Domino's natural afro was impractical, but just because it's hard to fight in, really. Marlene made another post on Facebook that was perfect. Marlene Bonnelly. I need everybody complaining about how impractical Domino's Hair is to take 10,000 seats. Thank you. The final picture is this. You'll notice there have been no such involved conversations and concerned trolling that fighting with an impractical hairstyle is impossible to... Okay. Doing the hair is blonde or red and attached to the likes of Jean Grey. One could argue that Natasha or Wanda or Jean or Thor could really benefit from a more practical bob if they were real live people, whose long flowing locks might be a hazard in a fight. But they are not real life people, and they're allowed to have any aesthetic that they dang well please. These are movies about superpower people and aliens and mutants. Their hairstyle should be the last thing examined for believability. We love these movies because they're about people who can do things that we cannot. Except the hair that is in, Natasha, Jean Grey, and Thor, and Wanda Maximoff, are basically all comic accurate. Even Thor, even though he's getting, the haircut in Thor Ragnarok, all of them are basically comic accurate. Keith Murphy, it's dope, you got a problem with it, I guess. Andrew, I just don't think it's dope. I think it's an odd choice. It's also impractical for an assassin, if you ask me. The right type of movie, I don't really think an Afro, would be bad. But, just because it's Domino, it just seems out of character, to be honest. And yet, in Beetz' case, it's somehow all about whether Domino would be hindered by her hairstyle. People are quick to claim they don't care about her skin color, but that her gorgeous natural hair is a step too far. Geniuses on Twitter chime in that she needs to have long and straight hair like the drawn character, as though every comic character alliteration on screen must adhere to a carbon copy rule or else the world will spin out of alignment. Even though it's based on basically a graphic comic book character, yeah, you need to strive for comic accuracy. Otherwise, let's keep going. Comic accuracy, says from ID Spike, comic accuracy can be nice, but in a live-action movie, performance accuracy, she got the job, looks great, and I trust the casting team. So do I, but she still doesn't look like Domino. Why can't we have both? They could have made her closer to comic accurate, says Pixelbat Graphics. The petty bickering is coming out about Beetz' hair being distracting and not true to the character who is a mutant with the power of affecting probability in her favor. Domino's primary superpower is literally improbably fantastic good luck. But let's discuss the practicality of her hairstyle. Actually, let's not. Black women have had their hair policed and their styles critically judged for centuries in America. To see this, I'm not racist, but BS emerged after the first look at a character is terrible. It makes me want to set the internet on fire once and for all. Marlene's post was in response to the infuriating comments she saw on Facebook as people discussed Domino's appearance. Here's some of the comments. I'm a kid of the opposite. I have no issue leaving her skin dark as long as the spot over her eye is black and she has a more polished hairstyle. Now, actually, there is a picture of her like that, the hairstyle right and the black eye, and she actually looks really good. And that I can actually deal more with than what she looks like now. Another person said, the Afro is really distracting. Same how I feel about Iron Man. How can they fight battles with a giant mess on their head? What? Iron Man? Isn't the whole point that he's in a suit? I don't know what that means. Well, they need to promote characters that have a stronger fan base like Iron Man, Cap, Avengers, etc. If they hadn't done that and achieved success, do you think we'd be getting a Black Panther movie or a Black Panther in Civil War? That's true. They tried the social justice experiment in the comics and sales went down drastically, which is true. Why try it in movies? But of course that's Fox though, that's not the MCU, so. Right. That's how it's spelled. Right. Because having a black woman play a superhero and having that woman probably display black features through her hair means that Deadpool 2 is a social justice experiment. That seems taken out of context. If you start looking outside of Facebook, the criticisms about Beetz' Domino look continue and land squarely on her hair and skin color. Because, of course, they do. Not because she's black, it's because... That's not Domino! That is not Domino. It's an interesting take on Domino, but it's not Domino. It's not a comic-accurate Domino. If you didn't have this little patch over the eye, that's not Domino. That is a black woman with an afro cosplaying as Gamora without green skin. That is it. The Huntsmaster tweeted, Van City Reynolds, the actress for Domino, is fine, but change the eye to black dot and short hair. The white spot is too similar to your... Okay, so I guess it cut off there. I'm not racist, but is never a great way to start any sentence ever. Actually, it is when you want to prove that you're not racist to a bunch of people like yourself that want to judge us because we want a comic-accurate character, and you basically say that because she's black, she's fine. I mean, what if Gamora did this? What if you just had a black Zoe Saldana play as Gamora without the green skin? No purple in the hair, or you, I don't know. And then just the, leather suit. That's not Gamora. That is Zoe Saldana cosplaying as Gamora without green skin. But anyway, I'm not racist, but is never a great way to start any sentence ever. It should, in fact, be the first indication that you should shut your mouth and never complete that sentence. Positive discrimination is not a thing, Jacqueline. And it says here, Vel Measy, replying to at Havana 1988 and 3 others, true, she doesn't. I sure hope she acts like her, though. That's true. I really have confidence in her acting the part. I just hope that, it's not like stereotypical black woman, mannerisms and all that. And more like Domino from the comics. You know what I mean. And Jacqueline Davis retweeted, sadly, I don't think that matters now. Positive discrimination is still discrimination, and I feel let down by the casting choice. Okay, so I think that is because of her race, which I don't agree with. Then something here, don't like the frizzy hair, otherwise, yeah, I like it. Then... whoever this person is, about Domino, know that frizzy hair is the way black women's hair grows naturally. You can't say yes to black people and no to black features. Zoe Saldana got sleek black hair, or sleek hair for Gamora. Let's think. There's a lot. Well, actually, there wasn't a lot of women with hair, but anyway. So, that's kind of a poor argument there. Happily, there are many, many people enthusiastic about Domino's appearance and what it represents, which proves the power and importance of this particular representation in the first place. This is the only conversation we should be having about Beetz' Domino Hair. Everyone who finds themselves about to type out an extremely unneeded criticism needs to help themselves to a seat and sit on their hands. The dude, something like that, I don't know. Domino, Black Girl, W. Vitiligo, and rocking that natural hair. Literally no other version of Domino could ever top this. WTF, I'm in love. No other of Domino, which is the actual version of Domino, could top this one because she's a black woman and she has an afro. Okay. That's right on par with Amy Pascal saying the best thing about this new MJ, even though that's not Mary Jane, we won't get into that. I'm no longer into that whole discussion anymore. The best thing about this new MJ is that she is African American. And like, well, that is what Amy Pascal said. Anyway, moving on. Oren Smith. Seeing Zazzie Beetz rock her natural hair as Domino in Deadpool 2 makes it that much better. I'm stoked. My favorite part about Deadpool 2 Domino casting are the fanboy hot takes on natural hair. And of course you notice all these people commenting are black. I hate to say that, but they are. The best thing is the natural hair she has being kept in the movie. Hugh Jackman typically goes around with short hair, so Should they have kept the short hair in all the Wolverine movies? That's one of the... it's so annoying. And the fact that these people just... they live for fanboys getting annoyed at stuff. And fanboys get annoyed at a lot of stuff. A lot of it is just stupid. But this one is... This one seems like a worthy cause. Now. Anyway, people upset about Domino having amazing hair. So, crying is a bunch of comic book fans having a fit about a black woman's afro when the comic character does not have an afro. Okay. And finally, let's keep this in mind. Kids. Replying to something. Except it's not, though, because, I don't know. Julie, it's a comic book, it's not real. If people can believe Ben Affleck is Batman, we'll all be fine here. Ben Affleck is a good actor. You know, just like Daredevil. I love Daredevil, but, you know, people's criticisms. He's also white, and he pulled off the role very well, and pretty comic accurate, except for the killing. So, and everyone always complains about, you know, all this with the Batman. So, he pulled off the comic book accuracy well, and apparently that's on par with a black woman playing Domino with an afro, even though there really is no problem with skin color. The afro is kind of unfavorable, but, you know, it's whatever it is. And then people complaining about not being comic accurate. Okay. And that's it. Okay. I just want to touch on that. So, ask for one more time. I don't favor the afro, but if they keep it, it's whatever. It's probably with the script. It's probably something with the story. I like the take that it's a human mutation. That's an interesting take on it. But it doesn't feel like Domino, because she does not look like the comic accurate version. And it should not be a problem to call... Okay, so I got 52 seconds left and it timed out. But at least I got through. Anyway, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. This is way longer than I expected, so I get all that done. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you don't take this as, you know, insensitive rant, because I really was not against her right there playing as Domino. It's just... she doesn't look like Domino, for one, except for the eye patch, you know, I'll explain that. And you got all these people getting mad that comic book fans, you know, except for the few jerks, are calling this movie out for it. But anyway, I'd hit the 400 subscriber mark.